Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Miles and this is Aromas by Miles. Thanks for joining me on our slow dance around the fragrance world. Today we've got a good one for you. We're going to be doing an Oud Showdown. So this Oud Showdown is we're going to be diving into 10 bold Oud fragrances that kind of comparing their styles, their scents, their performance. So let's see who comes out on top at the end after the showdown. If that sounds interesting, join me for the rest of it. Okay, the first one I have for you has been around since 2023. It's Polo Oud. It's a very masculine male release. There's nothing awe-inspiring about it in the Oud department really, but it's a solid scent. It's a nice introductory scent. So let's put it on strip and see what we've got. I've been wearing it a little bit here where I'm at right now in Central America, so it's been not hot, but it's been sort of in the middle there, very pleasant. And it seems to be working out. It's got fresh spices. It's got some bright woods in the opening. It's clean, you know, refined. I don't think it's going to piss anybody off. Yeah, it's smooth woods. I remember, you know, it's a typical, I hate the word introductory Oud because what does that mean when you're out there buying fragrances? But it's a smooth, woody, amber, soft musk kind of dry down, which they pretty much all have. So nothing, again, nothing too crazy. But it's elegant. It's pretty polished and modern. It's a classic Polo DNA with a little bit of an Oud twist on it. It's a workable Oud. It's, you know, a gentle Western Oud. It's not anything that's going to pop in your face like some of the Middle Eastern things out there. But 7 to 9 hours, so you know, it's not a huge longevity, but it's a moderate kind of office-friendly projection. The comparisons to the ones on this list would be Swiss Arabian's Oud Tonka. It's a little fresher than the Montal we're going to talk about, but not quite as dark as the Versace Oud Noir. You know, obviously it can be an office scent, a daytime scent, something smart casual. I think it's a cooler weather scent for sure, but it's definitely worth a look. And it's affordable. I paid $76 at discounters for it. So it's a great way to get involved in Oud. And you know, there's a lot of other Polo flankers out there that you can start doing some comparisons on. Let's see what we got on the next one. Okay, the next one we have is Montal's Honey Oud. And it's an interesting one. I love these little keys. It's a Oriental vanilla with some Oud in it, a 2015 release. Pierre Montal is the nose behind it. And this is Oud's kind of a wingman for the sweeter part of the fragrance, but it's still there. So let's put it on strip and kind of see what we've got. It's certainly different than the Polo Oud we just talked about. Okay, here we go. Get it on strip here. And this is a sweet, syrupy kind of honey opening. It's thick. But again, it's good. It's a bold Oud with some floral touches. And this is the Agarwood Oud. I'm sure it's not real Oud. And it dries down with the same DNA as some of the others, amber, vanilla, and some woods in it. It's loud, sweet, kind of addictive. It's a signature Montal kind of powerful scent. The Oud is there, but it's subtle. It's in the background. It's a Western Oud, and it's not animalic at all. Like all Montal fragrances, it's got a great projection, 10 to 12 hours longevity. So it really kicks out there, and it's obviously a lot sweeter than the Tom Ford we're going to talk about. It's stronger and louder than that Polo Oud for sure. And it's as close to a gourmand Oud as we've got in this lineup. If you like gourmands, you're going to love this one. If you don't, you may have a little trouble with it. It's cold weather, nights out, that sort of thing. It's too much for summer. I don't wear it much here because it's just not there for me. I paid about $105 for it at discounters, so it's well worth the trip. Take a look at it, Montal Oud, right here. Okay, the next one I've got for you is kind of the Cadillac of the herd here. It's Tom Ford's Oud Wood, Oriental Woody Oud, like a lot of the others. This is from the Private Blend collection. It's a 2007 release by Richard Hairpin, who's done a lot of fragrances for Tom Ford. Look, this is a beautiful scent. It's elegant, sophisticated. I mean, it's refined. It's just a really good Tom Ford release. It's got incredible ingredients. It's blended well with agarwood, which, you know, again, is a kind of a synthetic oud. So let's get it on scent and see what we got. It's like squirting out dollars, so I'm not going to put a whole lot on here. It's an expensive little beast, and at least mine is, in a 50 ml bottle. I don't normally spend that much on fragrances, or one fragrance, I should say. It's a beautiful scent. It's spices. It's got some smooth rosewood in the opening, clean, refined. It's got some sandalwood in the mids, and then it dries down to those creamy woods, amber and vanilla like the others. But the quality of ingredients and the blending is sophisticated, it's smooth, it's luxurious. It's kind of the benchmark for wearable oud. Performance isn't great, 6 to 8 hours. It's kind of an intimate scent, really. Stays close to the skin, moderate projection. It's smoother, more refined than anything on this list. Obviously, certainly the Versace, and it's less loud and sweet than the Montal, more luxurious than obviously than the Arabian's Tonka, Oud Tonka. It's a signature scent. You could wear it to the office. You could wear it just about anywhere if you've got the money to wear it that much. I paid $170 for it, so that's at discounters, and it isn't cheap. So it's a fantastic fragrance. If you've got the money, definitely put it in your collection. What do we got? The next one we have on the list is a really interesting fragrance for me. It's certainly affordable. I like the house. This is Shagaf Oud Tonka. And this house has an absolute shit ton of oud fragrances. Oud seems to be in just about everything that they do. There's obviously no real oud listed in here, but there's kind of nutty pieces that go with the amberwood in here, and that tonka is really light. It gives it this sort of consistent smell of oud to me. Obviously, it's not real oud, and it's not the same quality as some of the others, but it's a really nice scent. It doesn't cost a whole lot. It's a fresher opening than the rest. Citrus aromatics come up in the front, which is a little unusual for the other ones on this list. I'll get this one on scent here. I mean, it's got that light, airy kind of oud in the mids, and then, you know, the soft woods and the musk, and a little bit of sweetness and vanilla in the dry down. But it's fresh, sporty, kind of modern. It's an easygoing, everyday kind of oud, I think. I mean, the performance isn't great, mainly because of the citrus, I think. 6 to 7 hours. It's not too bad. It's got a moderate projection, but it's a little bit different opening. It's fresher than all the rest for sure. Much lighter than Montal's Honey Oud. It's certainly more casual than Tom Ford. It's not even in that vein. So it's something that you could wear a lot. It's better for warm weather, actually. I think it's because of the citrus. It's got some daytime use potential. Casual wear, it's nothing earth-shaking, but I include it because I think that you should know that not all things that smell like oud are oud, and it's really affordable, $47. I really like the house. It's rare to have a house that has so many of these oud fragrances in it. So that's Shagaf Oud Tonka by Swiss Arabian. I'd highly recommend it. All right, what do we got? Number 5. Okay, number 5 on the list is one that's been around for a while, and that's Versace's Oud Noir, another Oriental woody oud. This one was released in 2013. I'm not sure who the perfumer is, but this is a softer oud with a little bit of smooth tobacco in it. Some saffron in the mids and a little bit of leather with that same musk kind of base in it. So we're going to put this one on scent. It's been a while since I've actually smelled this one. But it's a softer, it's got a little bit of leather in it, which is leather and oud go together pretty well. There's not a lot of that in the list I have for you right now. But yeah, there's spices. It's got a little bit of bitter orange in the opening too, so it gives it a little bit of that citrusy vibe. There's a dark oud and some cardamom in it, and then you got the leather, the woods, the amber, and not a whole lot of vanilla in this one. This one's dark, kind of seductive, a bolder fragrance, I think. Designer oud with a mysterious edge, if that makes any sense. That's what I've read about it. The projection is strong to moderate, but the longevity is 7 hours, 8 hours. Again, that's more, I think that's more than you're going to ever need. It's darker than the Polo Oud or the Oud Tonka for sure, but obviously less refined than Tom Ford's Beast. Less sweet than the Montal Honey Oud. It's a night scent, dates, cold, definitely cooler weather. This one's really spicy to me, and it's certainly more so than the Tom Ford. But it's affordable, you know, it's an affordable Tom Ford alternative. I think it's more in that direction than some of the others. I paid $77 for it at Discounter. So that's Versace Oud Noir. All right. Okay, the next one I've got for you is from a house that I've just fallen in love with. I have a lot of their fragrances. I'm actually going to do a Magnificent 7 video on just this house, and that's Amar Oud. And Amar Oud is a U.S. house that's been around for about 15 years, I think, or so now. I'm not 100% sure. But they've got some really interesting fragrances. They've got some great presentations. And this is Amar Oud Oud Tabac. And there are 2 of these on my list. This is a 2018 release from Elias Armendines, I believe. Sorry about that, dude. But it's just that. I mean, it's a resinous oud with some smoky tobacco in it. And this oud isn't barnyard. It's not overpowering. It's a fantastic scent. I think it's one of the best tobacco oud fragrances out there. Let's get this one. Get a sniff of this baby. Get a new one here. It's got great sprayers. The bottle's heavy. The caps are great. I mean, there's really nothing I can say about this. Wow, this is definitely a rich tobacco leaf with some warm spices. I mean, the oud's kind of resinous, again with that smoky sweetness, and the DNA in the dry down is amber, vanilla, and soft woods. We know that. But this is a darker, more luxurious, kind of more gentlemanly kind of fragrance. You know, I think leather chairs, fine cigars, a little cognac. I mean, there's lots of tobacco up front, but then it settles down into that finer, smoother kind of oud, and it's coming out right now, even after a few minutes. So it's 8 to 10 hours projection. All of these fragrances usually have strong projection and strong longevity with the house, with Amar Oud. It's darker and smoother than Tom Ford's for sure, but different from John Varvatos, and we're gonna take a look at Habibi, New York, and that's coming up. But it's a scent, you know, again, evenings, cold weather, dress-up moments. It's kind of a statement scent, if you will. I paid $11 for it. It's certainly worth the amount of money. You get it at Discounters. But check out some of their other fragrances and check out my other video if you get a chance when it pops up, because it's a house that I think you should take a look at, and that's Oud Tabac from the house of Amar Oud. Good one. Let's see what the next one is. Okay, I guess I should have known what the next one was. It's the little brother, little sister of Oud Tabac, and this is Sunset Oud. And this is another oriental, woody kind of scent. It was released in 2022. It's a great mix of oud, amber, and some spicy florals. So it's a little bit different than the other one for sure. It comes across with some juicy fruits and a little bit of saffron spice in the opening. Well, let's get this one on. Yeah, wow. It's a great scent. It's different. It's florals kind of wrapped around the oud, creamy woods, and some amber in the dry down. Again, a different fragrance from the other one. The oud really comes out after the dry down, and then there's some pieces of leather in it that kind of pop up in the dry down. It's exotic. It's a little more colorful than Oud Tabac. It's more sensual. Kind of like, you know, watching a sunset or something in the desert. Performance is pretty good, 7 to 9 hours. It's got a fairly strong projection, at least in my experience when I was wearing it before it did. It's brighter and fruitier than the Oud Tabac, and more playful than the other one we're going to be talking about, the Arabian Oud. It's more like Oud Satin Mood, I would think, from MFK. I think you could compare it to that. Night out, special occasions, date night, those kind of are consistent throughout. But this is dark and a little bit richer than some of the other ones, a little more mysterious. It's kind of like Cold War spy aroma happening or something. I paid $105 for it, so it's not going to break the bank. It's something I think you should check out. I think you should check out the house all the way around, because I think it's a wonderful house, great presentation, heavy bottles, great sprayers, all that. So that's Sunset Oud. Okay, this one's a little bit different. You know, I think this popped up. I found out about this fragrance on, it popped up on my feed on Instagram or some of those things. And this is Habibi New York's honeyed tobacco and oud. And it is just that. It's honeyed tobacco, which is a combination made in heaven. It's got a good dose of honey in it, but the oud does pop out as it goes along. It's another one of those darker scents that kind of makes you feel like you're in a spy novel. This was released in 2021. Amelia Jacquin is the perfumer. So this is an interesting scent. The house is interesting too, but this is a great scent. So let's get this one on straight. Yeah, the honey really pops out in this one. The opening, it's thick, you know, and again, that honeyed sweetness, but then it smooths down a little bit, and the oud comes out, and some of the soft florals got the same kind of DNA in the base and the dry down, amber, vanilla, and some resinous woods. It's warm. It's a little more gourmand than some of the other ones, but this is pretty addictive. It's kind of got a Middle Eastern soul to it, I think. The longevity is 10. So they say is 10 plus hours. I'm not sure about that. It's got strong projection, and it's a scent that's gonna get you noticed if if that's what your goal is. It's sweeter than some of the others on the list. Not Montal honey oud, but most of the others it's sweeter than that. It's closer to maybe Grand Soir with some oud, if you could visualize that. It's richer, heavier than the Barbados oud that we're going to talk about, but again, it's a cold weather scent, cozy nights. But this one kind of makes a statement. I think you should check out the house. It's Habibi New York, and this was honeyed tobacco oud. Definitely give it a try. All right, let's see what we got on the list now. All right, the next one we've got, I've talked about this one before. This is one heavy ass bottle. It's Arabian Oud, Saffron Oud. It's a 2024 launch. I don't know who the perfumer is, but this is the quintessential Arabian oud. This is a Middle Eastern oud all the way. I bought this at the fancy Galleria Mall in Houston, Texas, about 6 or 8 months ago. They got a store there, and I mean they've got a million very expensive fragrances, and this is really the only one that was less than 200 smackaroos. So there's some expensive stuff there, but this is a wonderful scent. It's an oud scent. You gotta have your bags packed in the oud train to get this one going, because this is a more bold, I don't know what barnyardy kind of oud, I guess, but it's not super offensive. So it's something that really kicks out there. It's a bold saffron. It's got a lot of spices in it, but it's heavy and resinous. It's an intense Middle Eastern oud. It's the dry down is woods and amber, but it's hard to get away from the oud. So if you don't like the smell of Middle Eastern oud, you're probably not going to like this one. It's traditional, powerful. It's a little commanding, but it's a classic Arab style. And certainly not, again, everyone's cup of tea. You may want to sleep on this one. Definitely get a sample and see how you're going to like it, because it's going to blast you out for sure. 10 to 12 hours in longevity or more. It just fills a room. So you're going to make a statement with this one, whether you want to or not. It's definitely the most authentic, intense oud that's on this list, and there's a little bit of sweetness to it, but not too much. It's stronger and bolder than pretty much all the rest. I would caution you, if you're not an oud lover, watch out. Cold nights, cultural events, maybe you got to go to things that other people are wearing this kind of scent to appreciate it. I paid $181 for it at that store in the Galleria. So take a look at this one, sample it first, and tell me what you think in the comments. Okay, the last one I've got for you is back in the affordable category. I hope you like the mix I've been able to throw at you today, the expensive ones and the not so expensive ones. But Barbados has created a pretty good oud. It's launched in 2014. It's a solid Middle Eastern inspired kind of oud by Rodrigo's Flores Rue, which is a pretty famous perfumer. So it's got a little bit of a pedigree to it. Let's put it on scent and see how it compares to some of the others. I can never figure out which is the front of this bottle, but let's take a look. Yeah, now this is a nice oud. It's definitely wearable, versatile, spicy woods in the opening with a little bit of sweetness, soft. I think again it's a wearable oud. Got a little bit of leather in the dry down and some amber and the woods and all that stuff in the DNA and the base. It's pretty normal. It's modern. It's masculine. It's kind of easygoing. It's a designer-friendly take on oud. It's not going to bother anybody. It's nicely matched with the warm amber, that's in it. It's a good entry-level kind of oud if you needed a place to start. The longevity's not great, 6 hours, probably 7 hours. It's got a moderate projection, at least in the opening. But, it's more wearable than a lot of the other ouds on this list. Certainly the Arabian Oud Saffron Oud. It's less rich than Oud Tobacco and all the others that are there. It's a great entry level, like I said, daily wear, office, casual. You could do this, and it's affordable. It's $48. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about this one. It's a good place to start. It's a good quality oud or a good quality oud smell. I don't know what I'm sure the oud is not high quality, but it's definitely worth taking a shot at for $48. John Varvatos makes some good fragrances, and I'm going to have a magnificent 7 of those. So anyway, kind of my final thoughts on all these. For tobacco lovers, I'd say go with the Oud Tobacco from Amar Oud. If you wanted what would you call it, a exotic fruity oud, I'd go with the Sunset Oud by the same house, Amar Oud. If you want the gourmand, that's not super gourmand, I'd go with Habibi New York and that honeyed tobacco oud. Traditional, you'd have to go with Arabian Oud and that saffron. An easy daily oud would be this one here, the John Varvatos, I think. I don't think you would be unhappy with that one. Polo Oud is kind of polished and elegant. It's, again, a pretty versatile scent. You want a sweet powerhouse, you'd have to go with Montal. What else? Smooth. Tom Ford is that smooth luxury. You could, if you wanted something fresher that you could actually wear some oud in the summertime, then I would go with the Arabian Oud. With the Swiss Arabian Oud Tonka. And designer, Versace is always there. It's a nice alternative to Tom Ford. Okay, that's the Oud Showdown, folks. Which one would you choose as your signature oud scent? Tell me down in the comments. I appreciate you guys spending time with me. I hope you got a little bit of info out of it to help you pick something oudy in the future. I need for you to like and subscribe. It's important to me. It's important to the Medic Outpost nonprofit. It's a way to contribute in this crazy-ass world that we're living in. It's free. And I'm tickled pink that you guys have stayed with me till the end. So please hit the like and subscribe and do the bell. Stay tuned, and remember, don't sleepwalk through the day. You can't get it back. Adios, amigos. See you in the next one.